Hello class, and thank you for listening to my speech. You guys should all know what made 2020 one of the most unforgettable years in history. If you don't, I'm talking about COVID-19, baby, aka the coronavirus. I'm here to inform you that COVID-19 is not something to fear. I'm not saying you can't get it anymore. I'm just saying in the case you do get it, don't be too scared out of your mind. The first reason you shouldn't be too scared is that survival rates are alarmingly high. Our age group, 0 to 19, according to the CDC of September 23rd, 2020, has a 99.997% survival rate. Ages 20 to 49, they have a 99.98% survival rate. Ages 50 to 60, they have a 99.6% survival rate. 70 plus, they have a 94.6% survival rate. With this information, I think it's safe to say most, if not all, of our age group will fully recover from COVID-19 without dying. It's also safe to say that all other age groups, except for the older people sometimes, with underlying health conditions, will make it out of COVID-19 exceptionally well. The second reason I will cover very shortly. Me and my ex are pretty close. Unfortunately, around 2 months ago, August 2nd, she told me that her uncle tragically died from cancer. Unfortunately, this death was labeled as a COVID-19 death. I was confused and I looked up similar cases on social media. I found that a lot had surfaced and there's a big miscalculation of COVID-19 deaths. I'm not the first one to be talking about this. There are many other biased articles written out there. I just did not feel like it was supportive enough to cite them in my argument. The next topic is that there are many new drugs that can help COVID-19 recovery be speedy and a lot more healthier. According to the president, when he was recovering on October 8th, 2020, he took a drug called Regeneron. It made him feel better immediately. He stated that it made him feel 20 years younger, and he will be getting it out to patients as soon as possible. It's always assuring to have the president have new drugs come out and push them out to patients to make sure this pandemic is dealt with and more people will have a higher survival rate and an easier time recovering. The final reason is that our school, the University of South Florida, does one of the best jobs at protecting against COVID-19. According to abcnews.net, University of South Florida does something called an environmental test. This means they test handlebars, door handles, benches, tables, tabletop surfaces, all for COVID-19 traces. This is so that they can trace COVID-19 before it has a mass spread. By doing this, they track down the people who could be potentially positive in, say, a dorm like Endeavor. They'll pool test everyone in Endeavor, find the people who test positive, and quarantine before they spread it to the whole other building. This is how we've been one of the most successful schools in preventing against coronavirus. Indubitably, COVID-19 is scary, but you shouldn't fear it anymore. With survival rates being alarmingly high, miscalculated deaths, new drugs coming out to help recovery, and our school being one of the top schools to protect against COVID, it's safe to say that as long as you're keeping your social distance, wearing your mask, and being smart, you shouldn't have to worry too much about COVID-19. Thank you guys for listening, and have a great rest of your day.